Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dino Fuerte, and we are coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. The NFL football season is upon us, and with the football season comes billions of dollars in sports gambling. Most of you out there are probably losers. I, too, was a loser. Until I met a gentleman with an impeccable track record who picks 80% winners. This guy bets $16,000 a week. Champ, take him away.
Thanks, Dino. Yeah, so we bet $16,000 a week, divvied up like such. We put $1,000 on a long shot, 50-1 parlay, $2,000 on a 6-team, 6.5-point teaser that pays 6-1. And then the other $13,000 is divvied up between my top three picks of the week: my gold, my silver, my bronze. Gold's worth $6,000, silver's worth $4,000, bronze is worth $2,000. There's your $16,000 for the week.
All right, let's start him off with your $1,000 6-team 50-1 parlay.
That's right, 50-1 parlay. We're betting $1,000. Y'all bet what you want. Our first game on the parlay is over 54 in the Saints-Falcons game. We also got the Tennessee Titans +7 against Pittsburgh, as well as the over 42 in the Steelers-Titans game. We got the New England Patriots -9.5 points in Buffalo, as well as the over 51 in the New England-Buffalo game. Finish off the parlay, Dino. We got the under 51.5 points. Philly-Washington Monday Night Football that pays 50-1.
Under 51.5 Philly-Washington with the new Chip Kelly offense?
Under 51.5, far too many points for a primetime game. Primetime unders is something we'll get into later on in the season, but they're not scoring more than...
You heard it here from the champ. $1,000 pays $50,000. He's going to hit 2 of those this year. That's $100,000.
At least.
At least. Moving on to our teaser.
Our teaser this week, 6-team, 6.5-point teaser. It pays 6-1. We're putting $2,000 and win 12. We're starting it off with Thursday Night Football this week. We got the Baltimore Ravens +15 mixed with Sunday games of the Tennessee Titans +13.5, New England Patriots -3 in Buffalo, Chicago Bears +3.5 at home against Cincy, the New York Giants Sunday Night Football +10 in Dallas. Top off the teaser, we got the Eagles +10 Monday Night Football in Washington. That pays 6-1, $2,000 and win 12.
All right, moving on to the champ's medal picks. Let's start with your bronze pick this week, champ.
Bronze pick this week, Dino. I got the New Orleans Saints -3 at home against the Atlanta Falcons. It's a division game. I just like the home team here, -3 points. You remember the Saints, they were my letdown team of the year last year, and that proved correct. They didn't make the playoffs. They were a big-time letdown with the whole Sean Payton coaching scandal. But he's back this season. I think we're going to see the Saints of old, and I think they put up 28, 35, 42 points big time against the Atlanta Falcons. They roll -3.
Okay, but the Saints defense, you're talking about a team that was in the NFC Championship game last year. You got Roddy White to deal with. You got Julio Jones to deal with. You got Tony Gonzalez to deal with. You got Matt Ryan slanging the ball around.
Yeah, they also got Steven Jackson running the ball. Don't get me wrong, the Falcons are going to be a good team this year, but the New Orleans Saints are going to be better. And rolling with the home team, that's what we're taking this week.
All right.
New Orleans Saints, 2,000 bronze pick, -3 at home against Atlanta.
You heard the champ. Moving on to the champ's silver pick. Who you got this week, champ?
Silver pick this week, we got the New York Giants +3.5, Sunday Night Football in Dallas. Now, a couple of head-to-head matchup statistics here. The road team is 5-1 against the spread the last 6 head-to-head between these two teams. And the Giants have covered in the last 4 against the Cowboys. So we're going with the road team. +3.5 points. I think they win it outright, but we'll take them +3.5. Dallas overrated. Tony Romo probably throws a couple picks.
I agree.
As
Tony
per
Romo's a
usual.
question mark. You heard the champ. New York Giants +3.5 in
4,000.
Dallas.
4,000.
Moving on to the champ's gold pick, the lead pipe lock of the week.
Gold pick this week, folks. We got one of the most underrated teams in football visiting one of the most overrated teams in football. Now, before I go any further, we're going to get the Smoke Show here on our show to let y'all know who we got. Smoke Show, take it away. Let them know who we're picking for the gold pick this
Well,
week.
champ, this week I think we're going to go with the Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings, folks, +5 points.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they won it outright.
Nor would I.
You want to top off?
That'd be great. Oh, thanks.
Champ? Champ.
Sorry about that. Dino was a little distracted there. But, yeah, back to it. We got the Vikings +5 points. The Detroit Lions, real quick, I think they will be the New Orleans Saints of last year. I don't think they come close to the playoffs, man. I just don't see them doing much this year. The city going bankrupt. They got Drew Stafford, I'm sorry.
It's
Matt Stafford,
right?
sorry.
Yeah.
That's the overrated quarterback, man. He's a sidearm chucker. Reminds me of Phillip Rivers. I just think he throws a couple INTs this Sunday. Maybe see a couple defensive touchdowns from the Vikings. I think Jim Schwartz gets fired before Week 7 this year, man. And the Vikings, that's an underrated squad, if you ask me, this year. Great acquisition with Jennings at wide receiver. They got Leslie Frazier at coach. I like him. They got Peterson running the ball. He's always solid. Jared Allen leading a strong defense, man. I like the Vikings.
My only question, you champ, is with the acquisition of Reggie Bush and Megatron, who we all know is the best in the game. You got two threats to take the ball all the way anytime they touch it. So that scares me a little bit.
Yeah, I could see it, but again, the Vikings +5 division game opening season. They're my top pick this week. Put the 6,000 on Minnesota as a gold pick of the week this week, and that's a wrap for the 16,000. That's how it's spaced out, folks.
You heard the champ.
Now, before we go anywhere, I just want to say to you guys that the football season is a long haul. It's a roller coaster of ups and downs, and I can't let you get too excited for a big win or too, degraded for a loss, because there's going to be some of them mixed in there. But if you stick with us starting right now in this format, starting now until February Super Bowl, you will win. You will win. Dino and I can guarantee you that, can't we, Dino?
You heard the champ. We're going to pad your pockets this season. My name is Dino Fuerte, and we are signing off from Las Vegas, Nevada.
We'll see you next week, folks.